Good morning, guys. Today we'll see regarding uninterruptible power supply, that is UPS. So most of us know about UPS that it is one of the device which provides a supply continuously whenever the supply is not there. Like we can say these are UPS is more commonly used for the computer systems. Okay, so whenever the main supply fails, the computer will be running for the short duration on the UPS supply. So we can define this uninterruptible power supply is an electrical device that provides continuous power supply to the load even when the supply fails. Okay, so simple block diagram is there here. So see here, the mains can be given to the load whenever the supply is there. But if this fails, then the supply will be continued to this load. The supply will be continued to this load through this battery. So the battery will be charging the supply to the load. So here what happens is the battery will be charged by this mains, and the battery, whenever the main supply fails, the battery will be giving the supply to the load through this inverter. So here the inverter will be converting DC to AC as the battery stores the energy in the form of DC. So this AC will be given to load whenever the supply is not there. Okay, so this is all about what? UPS introduction. So what is the need of this UPS? So UPS are more essential whenever the continuity of the supply is important. Okay, so these provide the more efficiency of the workplace so that the computers are working without any interruption. They will be protecting our computers from the data loss, business loss. Okay, and these will be providing the continuous power supply to protect the equipments like computers and some other devices from voltage surges. So you may ask me, voltage surge means what? Voltage surge means the fluctuations are the high fluctuations in the voltage which may cause the damage to the loads. Okay, so in this all way the UPS will be protecting the load. So there are basically two types of UPS systems. One is online UPS system, which is also called as standby UPS, and one more is offline UPS. Sorry, one is online UPS and there is offline UPS. Okay, so offline UPS is called as standby UPS, and online UPS is named as double conversion UPS. So we'll first study about offline UPS. So basically it is having the same circuit arrangement as I've shown in the UPS main block diagram. Here there is a battery with an inverter. Okay, and to charge this battery there is one battery charger circuit. So look at the picture. During the normal operating conditions, what happens is the supply will be connected to the load during the normal operating conditions. Whatever the AC mains is available, whether it is single phase or three phase, that will supply to the load. But when the power failure occurs, when the voltage drops, then what happens is the AC mains is not connected to the load, then the load will be actuated by the battery. So the battery will be giving the supply to the inverter, where the inverter converts the DC power into AC, and that AC will be given to load. In this way, the continuity of the supply will be assured to the load even though the supply fails. Okay, so you may ask me where these offline UPSs are used. So most commonly these are used for the automobile industries and in most of the portable military equipments, because these are having very light compact weight and these can be handled very easily and can be placed at any position. So, because of these advantages, it is used in uninterruptible power supplies, automobile industries, and portable military equipments. There are some advantages and disadvantages also. As I've said you, the biggest advantages are these are having less weight and compact in size, easy to handle, reliable, less expensive, silent operation, and more efficient also. But the disadvantage is what? Here, these are only providing protections like surge protection, and the battery is used as a backup. One more disadvantage is these are least reliable, and these cannot be used for the expensive devices, only for the computer applications or computer side applications only we can use these equipments. But whenever more protection is required, whenever more reliability is required, then we have to refer online UPS. Okay, so online UPS, in that the battery is only acting as a primary source. You may ask me, in the offline UPS, the AC mains is used as a primary source, but battery is used as a secondary source. But in the online UPS, battery is only serving as a primary source. Okay, and mains will be served as a secondary source of supply to the load. So how it works, you can look at the picture. So what happens is, during normal operating conditions, the battery will be charged. See, the battery charger circuit is shown here. In that, the rectifier will be there and one charger circuit will be there. Whenever the mains is available, when the power supply is available, then the mains is connected to battery. Battery will be have this battery charger circuit will be having one rectifier. That rectifier converts main AC supply into DC power. That DC power will be stored in the battery, and that DC power again given to the inverter, which will be converting that DC into AC power. That AC will be given to load. This operation occurs during the normal running conditions. So when the power supply fails or voltage drops, then what happens is the battery itself provides the supply to the load. That is, the energy stored during normal operation in the battery is retrieved by the inverter. Inverter will convert that DC into AC, and that will be given to load. So hence it is called as double conversion UPS also. Okay, so there are some advantages of this double conversion UPS. Those are nothing but these are very sensitive to any power fluctuations. And one more thing is, these are always connected to battery is always connected to load. Therefore, it will be protecting the load from any voltage fluctuations, frequency drifts, any other noises will be filtered out, and the input to the load will be always stable. But the disadvantage we can say over here is these are having very complex network, as there is a necessary of cooling system to this online UPS is necessary. Therefore, what we can say is the cost of this system is also more, but we can assure there is a more reliability with this system. Okay, so just we'll have a glance over the differences in the online and offline UPS. That is, offline UPS is having AC mains as a primary source and battery as a secondary source. In online UPS, battery is primary source, AC mains is secondary source. Offline UPSs are very less reliable, and online UPS are more reliable, highly reliable systems. Offline UPSs are having less cost compared to online UPS, and the size also very small compared to online UPS. Efficiency of the offline UPS is high compared to online UPS. So whenever the power supply fails, the offline UPS comes into operation. That is nothing but battery supplies whenever the power fails. But in the online UPS, battery is always connected to the load. Whether supply fails or supply connected, all the time battery is only connected to the load. Hence we are saying that it is providing the more reliable operation. And here the noise is also very less in the online UPS. Okay, so and these in this offline UPS, battery is used as only backup system. Okay, so and this offline UPS is not having any kind of separation for the high voltage surges or frequency drifts or some line noises, but in the online UPS we can have that protection against any voltage fluctuations, frequency drifts and line noises. So this is all about online and offline UPS. So you can remember this or refer this for the preparation of your UPS concept. Thank you.